Hi, everybody. Great to be back with you again, and hope that you had an absolutely wonderful Mother's Day weekend. We had the opportunity, if you remember back, to talk about Mary, the mother of Jesus, and what a magnificent model that she was. And I wanted to encourage you now in your small group. This is going to give you the opportunity to talk a little bit about Mom. And you've got lots of questions, things that you can talk about in your own life and how Mary's life challenged you, whether this was on target, whether it was off target. Lots of great questions that you have in front of you. I just wanted to take a few minutes to encourage you on a couple of different areas. The first, I just want to tell you a story, and the second, I want to just give you a principle. The first is the story about my mom. Moms get put into absolutely impossible situations. And one of the most unusual circumstances of my life occurred when I was just a boy. We were in the back of an old 1950 Chevrolet. It's a station wagon. And we were heading up north to a park. And there was four of us in the station wagon. And this is before seat belts. We're all crammed in the very back of the station wagon, driving up to a park to spend the afternoon. As we were driving up Foothill Boulevard in La Cañada, where I grew up, my mom looked up ahead and saw a cement truck coming down the street on the wrong side of the street. And the truck itself was smashing into cars lined along the boulevard there. And my mom saw it, slammed on the brakes, threw the car into reverse, and began going backwards away from the cement truck. Well, every time that she tried to make a turn, the cement truck just followed her all the way down until my mom had to make a dramatic decision. She went backwards into a small alley between a dentist's office and a barber shop. And the actual cement truck followed us into the alley, hit on both sides of the building, and stopped a matter of feet away from the back of the car. All I remember is just the craziness of the situation. I know that my mom stopped and prayed. I know that God was watching over us and protecting us. But I have an actual picture of the events of this thing that came from the local newspaper that day, and it was just absolutely amazing to me. My whole point: sometimes mom are called on to do things that they feel totally inadequate to handle, but God just gives them the strength to do it. And whether it's the extreme kind of situations like avoiding a cement truck, what had happened is the driver lost his brakes up the road and jumped out. There was no driver at all in the cement truck whatsoever. Anyway, the point being, moms get asked to do amazing things sometimes, and when they don't have the adequacy, that's where God steps in. And as we've talked about last weekend, the 2 Corinthians 12:9 passage, my grace is sufficient for you. He's going to give us the strength, whether it be in a role as a mom or just in anything that we're going to face this week. God is going to provide for us the power to fulfill His perfect plan in each and every one of our lives. So enjoy your time together. The passage that I wanted to mention in addition to this is Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 28. After the long list of all the great things that this mom did for her family, the text simply says, her children rise up and bless her. And that's what Mother's Day is all about. So I hope that your kids rose up to bless you. We know that you're not perfect. You're the last person in the world who would say that you were. But we just are so very grateful for our moms and for all that they have done for us. I hope that you take some time now to interact, tell some stories, enjoy each other's company, especially as we connect together. I'll look forward to being with you next week. We're going to begin a new study of the book of Titus. And we're simply entitling the whole series 14 weeks called Good Work. So you may want to start reading through Titus and to get a little bit ahead, but I'll look forward to, Lord willing, to be back with you next week.